With WrestleMania just behind us and the future for WWE ahead in this grueling time as a human being, there's been big news that's happened with WWE. Some superstars have just had enough and they finally decided to walk out. What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Code, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Big news in the tag team division today, as one of the best tag teams in the world has decided that they did not want to be a part of WWE's future. So before we get started, please like, subscribe for more WWE news and updates, and also let me know what's going to be your favorite feud going into the next pay-per-view for WWE. We've seen Raw now, we've seen Smackdown. We've had a little bit of rivalries put into place now, getting ready for the next pay-per-view, and we'll see how things go. So before we get started on the actual Raw and Smackdown shows, we have to go into the big news, obviously. So, WWE Tag Team, The Revival, has decided to, has finally been granted, actually, to get their resignation approved or their leave approved, and they are no longer effective workers for the WWE. This is due to because the Revival, I think, would refuse to compete until they got their permission approved to leave the WWE. So I think they forced their way out of WWE, and WWE just had enough and accepted it. They let them go. This relationship between the two has been pretty damaged for many years now. I would say at least 2 years, and this is the result of that. WWE tend to WWE superstars don't tend to like working there. A lot of them, I won't say a lot of them, but there are some that don't really like to work at WWE, and I think the Revival was definitely one. Rumors for so many years now about them leaving, or they're going to stick to their contract, but they're going to leave, and I think eventually they finally just got their leave approved, and now they're free. They're free to do whatever they want. They're free to go and take on the future together as one of the best tag teams in the world. And I don't mean that as a catchphrase or anything like that. I truly believe the Revival are one of the best tag teams in the world. We have to look at their past in WWE. Even though they weren't treated right, especially in the main roster, that NXT run they were in was sensational. People really enjoyed what a great tag team that they were. The great matches they put on. Yeah, no flips, just fists. That's something that's really hard to make entertaining these days, but they did it, and they did it very well. So what's going to happen with the Revival now? Are they going to change their name? I don't know. They might have to. Are they going to go to another company? Do they have to wait? I don't think they have to wait anymore. I think they're free to go wherever they want at the moment, but that I don't really know anything about that. Usually WWE has like a 90-day or a 3 months 3 months clause where they're not allowed to compete anywhere. Is that going to be effective for the Revival? I guess we'll have to see about that. Where are the Revival most likely to go? I mean, come on, guys. We already know. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see if they choose otherwise. That would be very fascinating, but I think clearly the favorites are AEW. AEW has seemed to take a majority of WWE's talent since WWE superstars leave. They've gone to AEW. AEW is clearly the new innovative thing, and I think anybody would be stupid not wanting to be a part of something like that. And if you're not a WWE superstar or you are a free agent, you're looking at AEW very strongly as one of your favorites to go. Now, and we've also seen there's been a little bit of talk between the Young Bucks and the Revival over the past year of, if you've ever watched Being the Elite, check that out. That's hilarious, man. Anyway, if you earlier in the shows, all the Revival talk, it was fun to watch. And the Revival, they could finally get their revenge, So that's going to be interesting to see. So with the Revival, as a WWE fan and AEW fan, the future's bright for the Revival. I think they were desperate to leave, and they finally got their way. And now that they're free to do whatever they want, they have the ability to become one of the best tag teams in the world. And WWE are really going to miss a tag team like that. The tag team division in WWE is not the strongest. I think we all know that. There's very few. There's good tag teams in the WWE, but they're just not enough good tag teams. So you have the New Day, you have the Usos, you have John Morrison and the Miz, and just a bunch of other tag teams on Raw. I guess AOP. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. I don't know. Like this and the Street Profits. There are good tag teams out there, but the tag team division has been a laughing stock for a lot of years now. And as soon as things get better, they tend to get worse instantly. The Hell in a Cell match between the Usos and the New Day was a sensational match, probably the best match on that card in the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. But after that, what happened? They had a few good matches there, but then the tag team became irrelevant again. There needs to be consistency, and this is not just for the tag teams, but consistency is key, and they have to bring the consistency to every title that they want to use properly. And I think the Revival probably saw that there's no consistency. Being the champion didn't do anything for them on SmackDown. They just became more of a laughing stock. And they had enough. And even as the Raw Tag Team champions, they just had enough, I think. So that's it for the Revival. Going into both Raw and SmackDown now, we've seen some interesting turn of events happening. So you obviously have the Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt feud that's kind of being put into place. Bray Wyatt wanting to get his title back and Braun Strowman wanting to let him in. That's going to be interesting. You've got two of the Wyatt family members. You've got the Muscle and the Leader going at it. And we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting rivalry, but I feel like it's a little bit too soon. And I think you have to let Bray win. So that's just me. But is Braun Strowman's title reign just he's just a carryover champion? He wins the title to lose it to someone else. I don't know. I think if Braun Strowman beats Goldberg, doesn't Braun Strowman have to beat The Fiend? I know it doesn't necessarily work like that, but it's interesting. We will have to see about that. Also got Sasha Banks and Bayley looking to have small developments in their friendship breaking and everything like that. I think SmackDown was a fantastic show, to be fair, just thinking about it. We also have on Raw, Drew McIntyre beating the Big Show for the WWE Championship. Raw was actually taped on the same night as WrestleMania, apparently, so he beat Brock Lesnar and the Big Show on the same night. And I think, by the way, Big Show is one hell of a person to actually push Drew McIntyre like that. That's insane. I know Brock Lesnar, people were saying Brock Lesnar didn't do a good job at all at WrestleMania. I thought the match was okay at best. It is a Brock Lesnar match. We all expected a match like that. Like, if anyone expected a half an hour all-time best, that's not what Brock Lesnar gives you. Brock Lesnar gives you brute force, and he makes things look real and he makes them look painful. That's what you get from Brock Lesnar. And I thought Brock Lesnar did a good job, but I think the Big Show did amazing to actually get a good match out of Drew McIntyre as well, and have a good match together right after the Brock Lesnar match, beating two very big, very large opponents in the same night, pushing Drew McIntyre beyond belief, and I'm very happy about that. So that's Raw and that's SmackDown. What do you guys think? I'm missing a lot, but at the end, this is going to be a relatively short video because this is mainly about the Revival. What do you guys think about the Revival? Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, what do you think? Where they're going to go? What's going to happen in their future? Is it AEW bound? Do TNA or Impact Wrestling get into play? New Japan, will they come calling? Ring of Honor, will they decide to secure their signature? Well, let's see. They have options, and I think it's fair for them to listen to all those options. But I think the favourites are definitely AEW. They've been for a very long time, and you can't tell me that them in AEW wouldn't make them a better franchise. Trust me, the Revival are money, and they know it themselves. That's why they banked on themselves leaving WWE to be successful on the outside. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new for more WWE update videos, more wrestling update videos. This is the Sports Code. Have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.